Hello folks, welcome back to the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here with club number 5, which is Brackley Town, and we are coming towards the end of our third season with this club, and we still sit in the playoff position, but things have got infinitely more tricky. I'll show you why. Yeah folks, so we're coming back for what should be hopefully a victory against Macclesfield, who are sitting in 23rd. Fingers crossed we can get that one done. It's not all been plain sailing at all, even though we're going through one of the easier runs. And the reason for this is 3 of the players that we have brought in on loan have left the club. 2 of them because they weren't happy with the position we were playing them, and 1 of them because his loan ran out and I wasn't able to renew it. I was kind of hoping I would, but in fact I'd forgotten that his loan would run out. But that man is Alex Cardos. He has gone as of this game. So we're in a little bit of a sticky spell because in terms of forwards we don't have many. So let's just have a look at the transfers, who has left and who have we bought in, and we're still trying to figure that one out as well. So, having left the club, James Clark from Charlton, he played 18 games for us, scored 5 goals. He was really coming into his own towards the end of his spell, but he wasn't happy. In fact, he had just said he was happy with the position we were playing with, but then he went anyway, so I don't know what that was all about. As you might expect, Emilson has also left. He didn't do so well, to be honest, but we just started playing him instead of McNally, and he was doing all right there. But he only scored 1 goal, maybe not the biggest loss, but it is Alex Cardos who we are not going to have in the side for this season. 15 goals this season in 34 games, 13 assists. He was a critical part of the team. He's back with Sheffield Wednesday in League One, so I think altogether this is going to be a real problem. Finally, the other person who has left is Joe Dunn, our centre-back. He has gone on loan at Welling. They're paying a bit of money for him, so it does mean we've got a bit more cash to play around with. He wasn't getting games, he wasn't happy. So what have we done about all this? Well, there's a couple of players who've come in. Ron Collins is not really the player who's going to sort everything out, but he is someone who can basically fit pretty much everywhere. He's got reasonable defensive attributes, but he's also not bad anywhere else in the pitch. He can't pass, but he can do most other things reasonably well. He's got good physicals, and he's a bit of a beast as well, height-wise. So, all in all, I'm happy with the signing. I think he's just going to be someone from the bench. He has got a goal already. The other player is Trent Inglethorpe. I think he looks a decent player. Obviously, we were missing lots and lots of players who can go in those attacking positions. Trent Inglethorpe hopefully is going to be the player who takes over from Alex Cardos on the left side. Problem is he played 10 minutes in his first game, got himself sent off with a straight red, and he's currently I think on about his 3rd game out. I think he's got another 2 games out as well on top of that. So I don't know what to think about that. So this is how things have gone since we were last together. You saw the game against Hereford. We then went home game against Telford, beat them 2-0, Cardos and Poirot, all done in the first 5 minutes. Home against Scarborough Athletic, nice victory here. McNally, Walker and Cardos with the goals. And then played away against Spennymoor, who were struggling in the league. We looked for all the world we were going to win this easily, couldn't score. Max Walker got himself a penalty, but they scored 2 late chances, hardly had another chance in the game. So I felt that was 3 points dropped, to be honest. Whitley Bay at home, beat them 3-1. Barnet, Poirot and Collins, that was good. Where Guiseley, we played rubbish here, but we had Richard Evans sent off. He's still out. He's going to continue to be out for this game against Macclesfield. So he's going to have 4 games out, but sent off, straight red card. Against Kings Lynn, Inglethorpe was sent off after just 11 minutes, but we managed to win it. McNally with 2, Walker with the other 1. It was a very impressive performance. Against Radcliffe here, I was pretty pleased with this performance as well. Max Walker with a couple, but how we didn't win this, I will never know. We were brilliant in the second half. We had 2 goals disallowed as we had in that previous game. We hit the post, hit the bar, just couldn't get the ball past their goalkeeper. So yeah, too many chances missed and given away, missiles from the halfway line. It's hard, and I felt the team thought it was unlucky, lads, because you should have done better in front of goal, but you didn't give much away, and we conceded 3 goals somehow. But I think we had an XG of about 3 or 4, and they had an XG of 1. So yeah, that says it all. So we're playing Macclesfield today. We're off that defeat. Hopefully, we can take a victory. There's not long in the season remaining, and we are 5th and 11 points ahead of Colville. All I'm trying to do now is just firefight our way into the playoffs and see what happens. So Evans and Inglethorpe are out. We're missing all the rest of those players, so the team looks a little weaker than you've experienced before. Walker and McNally leading the line. Bitumba, he's back off loan. He's going in on that left side. You've probably forgotten this guy. He's one of our youth players. He's not half bad, but he's not quite the level we need him at. Tomlin is going in on the right, and then McCarthy and Graham are in the centre because Roberts he's losing a bit of form, which is disappointing. Backline, Barnett, Simmons, Torode and Povey with Honour in goal. So it is a very different side to how it was about a month ago. Okay, so my team talk did precisely nothing. I said, go out there and do what you need to do, get the win, and they just all looked back at me blankly. So I've got a lot of hope there. But McNally picks the ball up to Rhodes and to Povey. No idea what to expect from this side at the minute. McCarthy's done well. Back to Torode, and the ball is played long. Walker, lovely ball, and here's Bitumba. He scored. The youngster, Patton Bitumba, gets himself a stunning goal off that left side. Oh, that's good. That makes me feel a lot better. Here's Torode, plays it in there, and it's Walker does really well to just put the ball down. McCarthy and Bitumba uses his pace to get in behind into the top of the net. Great start. Here's McCarthy with the corner. It's cleared away, but Walker's got it back. McCarthy. Here's Graham. Tries to bend it into the far corner, just misses out though. Another corner. Here it comes. Tomlin. Oh, Tomlin, I think he got his head to it, and then Graham tried to force it in. A couple of good chances. Breen from distance, off the top of the bar. You just never know with those, do you? Close-ish. Maybe another chance here. We've certainly had the better of it. Ball in. Tomlin off the bar. It's in. Walker just pokes it in. The amount of those where we haven't got the body, for the rebound, it's gone to them, is ridiculous. But what a lovely time to score a goal that is. Very unspectacular. But Bitumba involved again. Tomlin does well just to get his head on it, and Walker just pokes it in. Striker's goal. So well done. I'm pleased with that. Let's get on there in the second half and just make this comfortable. Well, you're going for a distance here. Breen. Oh, he's giving away a penalty. I don't like that. Here's Macclesfield. Who is it? Harnett. The worst penalty in the world. No wonder they're where they are. God, that's dreadful. Changing things around a little bit. Dave Tomlin's off. Jennings is on, and we're just moving him to an inside forward role. See what that does. We need to get the players we've got playing, so we've got options. So here's Barnett, chips it over into Walker. And it's just gone wide. I mean, ideally I need McNally to score, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. Okay, late on, Roberts and Collins have come on, so maybe Collins can get his head to this. Oh, he scored a goal. Big Ron Collins gets himself on the score sheet. That's his second goal coming off the bench. Maybe we've got a bit of a Solskjaer here, but just really, really big and unskillful. But he gets his head to it beautifully. I mean, he's big, but he's not very good with his head, so, who knows what you're going to get with him. Well, I'm really happy with that 3-0 victory. I was worried going into this game, given all the players who kind of moved on, but we made the most with what we've got, which is fantastic. We are trying to bring in 1 or 2 more players if we can fit that within the wage budget. which might be possible. Well, there we go. We sit in 5th. It's really not bad, is it? We're 12 points ahead of FC United there, who are just 3 points behind Kidderminster. But you feel that we've got sufficient of a gap. If we just can keep ourselves ahead of things, we might be all right. I mean, we will have to see. We've still got some games that we might be winning, which we could well be having chances to win, and some games where we're going to struggle. But it is what it is. The final game of the season against Colville at home, that might be important because they're right in there, aren't they? So then, folks, you got to let me know. What do you think is going to happen? Are we going to maintain this playoff position, or are we going to fall out of it? And if we are going to maintain the playoff position, are we going to be in that sort of 4th and 5th place, which gives us a home tie in the first round, or are we going to drop below the likes of Bury and Kidderminster? I hope not. I really hope not. Anyway, folks, it has been a good game in a disappointing period. We're going to come back for one game before the end because I just don't know which way this is going to go, so I think it kind of makes sense. We have got a player on the way in, and I'll show you him. We've offered him a contract, Cherry Wadkins, who can play on the right side and up top. Not the best finishing, but he's really fast, so he might be that kind of Cardos type player up there, but he can play very effectively on the right side, so he might provide us with something there. Finances wise, we are still well under our wage budget, so that's not a real problem. But our wages have been reduced, and the slight disappointment here, as you can see, is we are dropping, or we did drop some money last time round. But we have picked up a 10 grand, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with the finances at the minute. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm worried about it, but we will see. I think we can do it just about, but it's going to be challenging, and I don't think we're getting through that playoffs. Let me know what you think. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.